Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode, Flow, Grow, and Thrive. We are here with me and Anna. And in today's episode, we want to talk about what do you do or when you don't have a time to have a sex with your partner and you have children. So I actually love this question because I don't have a children, but Anna does. So this one will be I will be asking Anna.
I was
Please,
like, I'm
Anna,
dropping this one on you.
tell me. What's the secret?
Okay, well, I'm gonna throw it right back at you in a little bit.
Yeah, I know. I would be like,
But
what would I do? I would just close them in the closet.
no, but apart from just tuning into like, okay, what would I do in that situation? Just really understanding that anytime we're going into I don't have time, it's fear of intimacy. It's fear of
Mm.
intimacy with ourselves, it's fear of intimacy with other people, with our partners, with our emotions. Fear of intimacy with what we really want. So when we're there, kind of, there's always, I don't want to use this harsh word because it's like, it sounds harsh, but it's also, I feel like good sometimes because my approach tends to be really direct. So I feel like it's nice to sometimes just say directly, it's convenient to use excuses. Everybody has the same 24 hours in the day. And it is really about what is it that we prioritize. And I absolutely get it because I was there. The person's like, no, but I really have to attend to all these things. I'm like, these things have to be done. And oftentimes, like, the reason we lack time, the reason we lack that energy, it's not because we're doing too many things, it's because we're not doing enough of what we love. So actually, things like spending time with your partner are likely to not take time away, but actually create time and allow you to be more energized and more like you won't need so much. You won't be on such a go, go, go and so stressed when you create that time. And in regards to kids specifically, this as well, it's like, when we feel that there's not enough intimacy, whether it's physical, well, physical is actually a reflection of emotional intimacy. It's really about how do you create those little moments, right? Because we think it's really like with anything, like with workout, or it's like, oh, I don't have time to create like a really good healthy meal for myself. It's the same thing. It's kind of like we have this illusion that, oh my God, it's going to take an hour, like if I really want to do it properly. But really the power is they're like, can you just do 5 minutes? Like, can you, I'm not saying go for quickie sex and that's all you can have when you have kids. That's not what I'm going for here. But I'm saying like connecting with your partner, having those moments of emotional intimacy that like that builds up to being open to creating more time consciously. So when you're there, like in a workout example, if I'm there, like, okay, I don't really have time to work out, like, can I just do something for 5 minutes? Can I do like squats or like lunges or like push-ups or something? I feel more energized. I'm like, oh my God, this feels good. Like I want to do more of this. Like, cause my body feels really good. So it's like you get that hunger for more. And it's the same with intimacy. Like when you're open to just creating those little moments of like really sweet moments, like emotional connection, or even like, physical intimacy. It's like little things. You walk by and you touch their shoulder, or, like you kiss them as you walk by, like those little things. You want to create more of that because it's like, oh my God, this energizes me. This feels so good. So you will naturally have, a willingness, and like your brain will be filtering for opportunities to look for those moments. So that's one aspect. I already mentioned kind of getting, that it's avoidance of intimacy with I don't have time. And in regards to kids, it's like it takes a village, and I understand how difficult it is when you do have to take care of the kids. And with kids specifically, I want to address this kind of like the understanding of it's okay to also let go. Like it's okay to not have to control everything that they're doing, and it's okay to allow them time and allowing yourself the time, because it really like I get this because I worked through this on my own as well. um when you allow other people freedom, you allow it for yourself. So just kind of relaxing, understanding that you don't need to control it all, that it's okay for you to receive pleasure. It's okay for you to put yourself first, and really allowing yourself that like my intimacy with my partner can come first. That has the right to be. So that's a really big shift. How about you?
Oh, I love it. I love it. What was actually coming to me when you were like talking about it was to allow to like be okay when you are
Prioritizing. Yeah.
prioritizing your
Yeah.
prioritizing, oh my God, your like pleasure or like your intimacy, like relationship with your partner before your kids, because so many people get so guilty that they are not like having children in the first place.
Mm.
And yeah, after having a child, I can imagine that that's the center of their universe, you know. But basically, like, it's okay to, like, you know, put yourself first and not to feel guilty about it.
I want to
And
interrupt you, level this up actually. Sorry, because this comes up a lot with people I work with as well.
mm,
Not only is it okay, it's I feel like it's just mandatory. It's really necessary. Like, not even necessary, it's mandatory, because when we don't show this to our kids, they grow up being in the exact same pattern of, it's not okay for me to put myself first. Like, I take trips.
yes.
Actually, last year I missed my daughter's birthday because I took like an extra day of my vacation, and I'm there like, and I communicated like, is that okay? How can, you know, what would make you happy that we do instead? But I understand that through these practices, I'm actually teaching my kids of, you get to put yourself first. Like, I get to put myself first, and you get to do what you want to do. And that's the healthy,
Yeah.
because like, I can give more to you when it's coming from the overflow, not when I'm there trying to like get like, you know, little crumbs of my own time and then feeling frustrated. Like, it could be like that resentment is actually often subconscious. That like, you feel like, oh my God, like they're taking all my time. It's like, I love them. And there's that like disbalance as well, like that kind of, you know, pulling in different directions. Like, I love them, but they're also taking a lot of my time, and they're not allowing for my self-care, and that's frustrating. And so just like understand, like, you putting yourself first, you're doing them a service, because you're teaching them that they're allowed to do that first. So that's something that is incredible to really teach.
No, I love it. And I'm just wondering one day when I will be facing this. It's like to say that I don't have time. I just feel it's just the excuse. It's just the excuse maybe to even be scared of intimacy, to go deeper into, like, you know, what's going on between me and my partner, you know, and just like shielding myself with the children. That's like another like very common thing we do, that we just like, you know, running in front of the problems by actually like saying we don't have time because we just don't want to deal with it.
And in
That's just how it
relationships
is.
also, I want to bring this, it's not just with children, because what is more important, like the most important relationship in your life is that with yourself, is you and yourself. And often people are like in relationships and they're like, but I don't have time for me because I'm working on our relationship and our dynamics. Like, you have nothing to give. Like, what is the quality with which you're showing up to a relationship if you don't take time for yourself? If you cannot prioritize yourself, how can you truly prioritize a partnership, like a dynamic? Because it's two people, like 100%, they're coming together and they're creating something, like this entity of its own. So if you're not at what you're 100%, what kind of quality are you bringing into this dynamic? And this is really too.
Yeah, and you just go and you just please your children, you please your partner, you please everyone around except you. And that's where the frustration, anger, like, you know, comes from. Yeah, deprivation comes from. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
So as a summary, basically, time is fear, like not enough time is fear of intimacy. Prioritize yourself first, give to yourself, love yourself, radical self-love and self-acceptance.
Love it.
So being mindful of the time. Thank you guys for watching. Let us know from 1 to 10, where is it that you're at? So 1 being, I do not prioritize myself, and 10, it's like, the world can go to hell and I'm still putting myself first. So where are you at with that? And just bringing to awareness, not like, not having shame around it, like, oh, I'm actually a 3. Shouldn't I be better? Like, no, just bring it to awareness. Like, just like, this is where I am right now. And some days you may be at a 3, some days you may be at an 8, and that's okay. Just where are you at today?
Yes, and I would also add a question, like, how good are you at pleasing people?
What do you mean by that? How good are you at, like, if you're putting other people first?
How good are you at pleasing your partner? Like, you know, putting other people first. Yeah.
Right.
And like yeah.
How often do you tend to do that? Yeah. Yeah. Yes, oh, that's a good one. Yeah. Let us know this one too. All right. Thank you everybody for watching, and we'll see you next one.